What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I got a package here that just came in. Looks like just a small box, possibly a knife, quite likely a knife. You saw the title and thumbnail, so you probably already have more or less an idea. And of course, I'm going to be sharing my raw first impression of the knife in here. That's kind of what we do in this channel, as well as reviews and highlights of other knives and EDC gear as well. Definitely worth a subscribe if you aren't already. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And doing the honors today, we got the Fintiso Parrot, right? Just did an unboxing on this one here on the channel not that long ago. Super fidgety, right? Very affordable for aluminum scales, a plunge lock, button lock, thumb studs, and on top of that, very elegant, good looking, right? Kind of love the monochrome gray here, even though there are other version scales and colors available. And I love that Warncliffe with that flat grind. Great for utilitarian cuts and things like that. Of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, and all that good stuff, definitely check those links. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, right? Let's find out who this box is coming from. And bam, take a look. It is coming from Vosteed. Shout out to Vosteed for sending in this knife so we can take a look here, share with you guys everything you need to know about it here. All right, let's see. Do we have a clue what knife it is? All right. We got the Vosteed Acorn. Okay, that's exciting. 14C 28N stonewash blade in the green micarta handle. So that is awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Let's waste no time. All right, go ahead and open up the box here. Boom. Let's see what this guy is all about, right? One thing for sure, though, I love that whole, I've seen it online a little bit, and that whole pivot there with the kind of bullet or kind of barrel looking thing is pretty neat. So let's see here. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Bam. Well, it looks like we have a lanyard. This one just came out of the box there. So nice lanyard there, matching green, I'm sure, right? If you're ready to put that on, right? That is coming in the box for you, complimentary. So that's pretty neat. There is the knife itself, which we'll take a look at in a moment. And you got the wiping cloth and the, nice zipper pouch with the nice Vosteed orange, right, going on there, which is pretty nice. So that's what comes in the box. By the way, the little pouch has, your Velcro Vosteed logo, which is pretty neat. All right, and now for the knife itself, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. If you're ready, I'm ready. Bam. All right. Give you guys a moment to take it in, because I'm definitely taking it in myself. Holy macaroni, guys. Take a look here. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. This one's got the green micarta going on here with the gold accents. That's what I meant there by the pivot. Kind of looks like a barrel, right? If you look at a pistol, right, like old-fashioned pistol, with a whole barrel, right, where all the different bullets go. That looks really sick there. It's also on the other side. So yes, Vosteed, yes, more pivots like that. Definitely, that is a win right there. Right? If that becomes the new standard on Vosteed knives, I'm down for it. This is what their traditional, typical pivot looks like. So definitely, yeah, this one is more of a showstopper for sure, like that. Vosteed, if you're watching this, please take note, right? That we like. As me personally, I'm pretty sure the other people in the community will like it as well. Right? That is a very interesting pivot there, bigger size than usual, right? A lot of people just end up, for lack of, I guess, a better example, here's a Spyderco, right? Just put a pivot screw to, for the sake of putting a pivot screw. And again, it gets the work done and it's functional. But when you are kind of taking your knife making as an art, right? Kind of going above and beyond what are people going to like, that is a nice touch there in the pivot. And I sure like that a lot. Also reminds me a little bit of, the bigger size, Demko pivot, sort of that same bigger circle there. Also sits kind of flush with the handle. I don't know why that comes to mind. Either way, that is a win in my book. So thumbs up there. And we have a pocket clip, which is deep carry, also reversible. Loving the green with gold sort of accents going on here. And it looks like we have a front flipper. That's right. And a opening hole here for reverse flick, thumb deployment. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing open, shall we? Before we do that, oh man, that lanyard hole right there, that's a thick standoff. That's interesting. And there's a regular size standoff. Anyways, go ahead and get this thing deployed here, shall we? Bam, with that reverse flick. You got all kinds of oils there on the blade. So let me go ahead and give that a nice wipe. That definitely keeps the blade nice and protected, ready for you. All right, so you get the knife in the best condition, that blade in the best condition possible. This one has this black coating going on here, looking really nice. Bam, okay, that felt more satisfying than it should. Not sure why. It is a liner lock, and we do have, from what it seems here, good access to the liner, easy to push out of the way. All right, drop shot action there. If you give it a little, you know, shake. All right, also slow thumb roll opening works. Down deployment, that's money as well. And let's test that front flipper. Bam! Oh my gosh. That is something, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, Vosteed, they're getting better and better with them front flippers, man. Holy macaroni. That is, I don't know, that is stupidly satisfying. That's how good that front flipper is. What in the world did they make here? Reach around? I think so. Absolutely, 100%. Bam. Okay. Side of the index finger. What are we even talking about, man? This thing, the action on this thing is insane. Holy, I don't know what else to say, man. I ran out of vocabulary to express how satisfying the action is on this thing. All right. Of course, I had to fail it one time. So, you know, that's how you know I'm human. I'm not a bot on YouTube. But yeah, this thing is something, man. I'll tell you. It's on ball bearings, right? Good snappy action, good detent. Let me see. All right, there it is. And oh, that front flipper takes the cake. It just takes the cake. That's it. Right? Man, that is money. Money. All right, let's change subjects for a moment, because otherwise I'll just make this whole video about how good the deployment is on this thing. Anyways, let's see. Ergonomically speaking, I mean, it feels like a medium knife, I want to say. We'll do some size comparisons in a moment. So, good ergos, I want to say. You feel the pocket clip on there, right? There's, you know, I'm not denying that. You do feel the pocket clip a little bit, maybe like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I did notice the pocket clip is a little bit kind of slanted. They had to make room for that lanyard hole. So the 5 people out there that do lanyards, do rejoice, because that's the compromise there for you. I think otherwise, maybe if the pocket clip was straight, maybe it would have been just a hair a bit more comfortable. You do have a handle that sort of swoops down like that. So that helps kind of the ergonomics department. And you do have some jimping on the actual micarta itself, right? These are some really good looking micarta handles. We have recess liners going on in here. I already mentioned the pocket clip is deep carry and reversible. And let's talk about the blade, right? We have of course, 14C28N steel blade, everyone's favorite budget steel these days, right? Can't go wrong with it. It's also coated in this black coat going on here, which looks really, really good. And man, I gotta tell you, Jared from Nice Nice, in the event you're watching this video, man, I gotta put a smile on your face, my man, because look at this. The plunge grind situation here, right, is amazing, right? You can sharpen this thing to oblivion and not really worry about a smile for a long time to come. Flat grind, of course, drop point blade, and you know, there's something about it. It has a charm, right? Definitely has some charm to it. I'm really digging it. I'm not sure why. Aesthetically, there's just something to it which really I find attractive. I can't pinpoint it just yet, but the action alone, man, talk about, I've experienced so many different front flippers by now. At the beginning, when I first started my EDC journey, a front flipper wouldn't be my go-to kind of deployment. I always like a front flipper that gives you some additional deployment options, right? Like a thumb stud or opening hole. And I feel like I checked out the Thornton from Vosteed. Front flipper on that was really good. Of course, the Dutch Hound and maybe one other model somewhere in there. But this Acorn, whoo, man, this is good. This is solid. The alignment right there is spot on. Looking really good. The micarta feels nice as well. Anyways, let's do our size comparisons, right? Enough rambling there for a moment. Let's just go ahead and see what this thing looks like compared to some other popular EDC knives. Chances are, if you're in the hobby, you hopefully own some of these, right? If not all. Got the PM2 and Para 3 right there, right? I did mention it's a little bit on the smaller side. So this is what I would consider a medium knife. This is what I would consider maybe a large knife. The Acorn is a little bit smaller there, all right? Here's the Demko AD 20.5, right? Somewhat similar, although a tiny bit smaller. And here's the new Shark Cub. So it should definitely, hopefully be in that Shark Cub territory. And by the way, this is that clip point version of the affordable Shark Cub variant that just dropped. I did an unboxing on these, so definitely check those out. But yeah, definitely same size for the most part. Maybe a hair smaller, right? The Acorn being just a tiny bit smaller, if anything. Here's your Civivi Vision FG, your Kizer Varatas, right? And there it is, right? So yeah, these are going to be a little bit larger for sure. There is the CJRB Pyrite and the Vosteed Raccoon, right? Raccoon is a little bit bigger. Pyrite is the most comparable one, but yeah, Acorn's just a little bit more than the Pyrite. And last but not least, kind of coming full circle here with Vosteed, there is your mini Labrador, right? And then something on the opposite side of the spectrum, right? Something bigger, premium, is the RSKAOS from Vosteed as well. So again, just a little bit of, you know, everything right there, so you can more or less compare. Hopefully, again, you own some of these. Of course, all of these knives are linked down below. I have content on all these knives that you just saw. And so if you want to find more information, learn more about them, of course, you can just look up the name and Miguel EDC. That video will come up on YouTube. Otherwise, all of these are linked down below if you want to check prices, variants, availability, and all that. I can tell you this one is definitely going to be at a good, affordable price, given the 14C with the micarta, and probably a heck ton of value in the price. I mean, I want to say, is this the first time I've seen jimping in micarta? Probably. So that's good right there. So, and last but not least, you can forward choke on this bad boy. So that's probably my go-to, right? My brain just defaults to that forward choke with the finger choil, sharpening choil situation going on here. Bam, and we are ready to do some cutting, opening some cardboard, destroying some boxes, whatever it is you got going on your EDC task. So let's put this Acorn, let's put it through the test here. Forward choke position on a piece of textbook, just a random page of law and insurance contracts. So there we go. Let's see how it does. All right, there you go. Check that out. That 14C putting in some work. Actually, I'm like, why does it feel like I'm doing a little bit more work than I should? And that's because I had double pages, right? There we go. How about just one for now? Here we go. Wow, there we go. Bam. We are cutting, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, long story short, paper hoop, right? So once you get a good cut, bam. Now you don't have the longest, let's say, you know, maybe like under 3 inches for sure on the cutting length. But as long as you get a good initial bite, it would definitely cut. Again, brand new out of the box, these things, Vosteed, their QC is really good and their knives come really sharp. That is an understatement. So cardboard here, not the thickest, but it'll get the job done for demo purposes. Again, this test, guys, is very scientific. I just want you to know, right? This is as serious of a test as it gets on YouTube. Anyway, lame jokes and sarcasm aside, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at a diagonal angle like this. You should be good to go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do a little bit slower the first few times. Bam, boom, right, there you go. A little bit faster now. We are working here, ladies and gentlemen. Bam. Yeah, did I mention this thing can cut? There we go. Just had to get a better grip on that last one to finish the cut. You guys rate it in the comments. Let me know on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy? And holy smokes, this thing is making an amazing first impression. If I can get the reverse flick on the left hand, which again is not my dominant hand at all, but here I am just you know, fidgeting with it with my left hand. Anyways, review video on this thing should be up in the channel here in the near future. This will be a great time to subscribe if you haven't already. If you definitely want to make sure you don't miss out on the review for this guy or any other knife content for that matter. If you like and enjoy knife content on the daily, definitely highly recommend subscribing to the channel. You would not be disappointed. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the Vosteed Acorn, right? Nice, fidgety, very high quality, honestly, for being a budget EDC. Feels really good. Quality, excellent execution, great performance so far. And of course, definitely check this one out because it will be linked down below, just like any of the other knives that you saw in this video. Guys, if you got value out of this video so far, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, right? Kind of get this video pushed out to a larger audience. And if you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link for Patreon down below, or you can support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You will not be disappointed. Check out the video on the Shark Cub affordable version here on your right, or check out this other Vosteed video right here on your right. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP, guys. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.